What's up, awesome YouTubers? Ryan 1988 or Justin back here to do a video for you, and this is going to be my Horrorhound Weekend, November 16th through the 18th, overview and thoughts. And this weekend was really, or last weekend, was really special because it was a convention where a actress well known in, the horror genre and film, this was her first and only convention she was going to. And you probably know who I'm talking about, but if you don't, I will show you this Horrorhound magazine. And it is Jamie Lee Curtis. And if you don't know who Jamie Lee Curtis is, which a lot of you guys know her, but if you don't, she was in John Carpenter's Halloween. She's mostly well known for playing Laurie Strode in that film. And this was her first and only convention. I was really excited when they announced that she was doing a convention. We didn't know for the longest time what convention she was going to go to. In my opinion, I thought she was going to do a California convention somewhere close to her, but surprisingly enough, she chose to come to Horrorhound in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I thought that was amazing because I only lived 2 hours away from there, and it was a really big surprise for me because I never thought she would come all this way to do a convention. But, again, it was amazing, and I had to meet her, and it was such an amazing experience. The whole overall, I'll talk about the show real quick, but the overall show this year in November was really, really nice, especially for one that was kind of thrown together pretty quick. It wasn't as huge as usual Horrorhound Weekend shows. This was kind of a special one because she was coming to it, and they wanted to do it at a good time where they can bring her out. And so, it was thrown together pretty quick, but it was a really nice show. Well put together overall. Not as crowded as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot more, a bigger crowd than it was. So it was really nice because, it wasn't overall, bearing with, heat and everything. Usually when you go to these conventions, most of the time it's, the heat is crazy inside. And this time it really wasn't. It was really nice. Everything was well put together. So close together where you didn't, get lost or you weren't having a hard time trying to find a vendor room or an autograph room. It was all put together nicely. You had a room where you had some of the John Carpenter's Halloween cast members and you had the Halloween 2 cast members. They were all in a room. And then you had the vendors room where there were some really cool vendors, and I'm going to show you stuff in a little bit. But also you had some other John Carpenter's Halloween cast members, and you also had a prom night cast member and a Terror Train cast member. And they were all together, so it wasn't hard for you to find any person you wanted to meet there. And with Jamie Lee Curtis, meeting her, it was close to all those, different areas, and it wasn't very far. So I was very pleased that everything was so close together. I was pleased that it wasn't a huge crowd because, the heat wasn't a problem. And it was nice to move around in there. So, I really enjoyed this convention. I thought it was pleasant. I thought it was awesome. Some really cool vendors. And again, I'm going to show you a few items that I got. But going on to Jamie Lee Curtis, amazing. Amazing person. She is loved by many fans out there in the horror genre and film genre. She's done a lot of different genres of films, but she started with, 6 horror movies, and the first one was John Carpenter's Halloween, and she would go on to do Halloween 2, Prom Night, Terror Train, Road Games, The Fog, Halloween H2O, and of course she did Halloween Resurrection, but everybody knows her as Laurie Strode, and she's the best Laurie Strode, and she's fantastic, and I love her. And so I was very happy when they announced that she was coming to Horrorhound, and I just had to meet her because this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This was her only show she was going to do, and she was doing it for a foundation, a children's hospital in California, which I thought was great to do. I love that because I grew up 2 years of my life in a children's hospital. But, you know, she did this for the fans, and she made it worthwhile for them. She really did. She would talk to every fan, you know, talk to them for a few minutes, you know, sign whatever they wanted to get signed, she would sign it for them. She would take pictures. It was just amazing, and she would let the audience out in the audience when she was signing autographs to, you know, they were able to record a video. And so my previous video was her at the convention signing people's autographs, and I thought that was great. It was a worthwhile experience. I had an amazing time. I got to hang out with a lot of my friends and some friends from YouTube that I saw there. You know, Doug Lander, Slow Rider 23, Horrors Ball. You know, I got to hang out with you for a little bit on Friday. We got to talk a little bit. I got to talk with you and your family, so that was great seeing you at another convention, buddy. And I hope to see you at another one. And I got to, hang out with my friend Ian. You know, I'm bad with pronouncing YouTube names, so if I don't pronounce your YouTube name, I'm sorry. But I got to hang out with you, and I thought that was really, really cool. And I've seen you, I think, at a few shows, and we got to talk about horror movies, so that was amazing. And I got to run into Chris and Teresa, I believe Casey Jones from YouTube. You guys were great, and it was a pleasure talking with you, and I hope to see you guys at a future show in the future. But it was an amazing experience meeting Jamie Lee Curtis. She is amazing. The personality you see in interviews and in her commercials is exactly the same in real life. There's nothing fake there. She's so kind and so amazing, and she was just a pleasure to talk to. And she, you know, I talked to her for a couple minutes. She signed my poster. I got a picture with her, and she was amazing. I hoped I get to meet her in the future again, you know, whether it's at a different signing or not. You know, I would just love to meet her again because she was so awesome and a pleasure to talk to. And Jamie, you're probably not watching this, but if you are, I love you, and it was a pleasure meeting you. But I'm going to show you my picture with her, and then I got some items, and I got a poster to show you with some really cool autographs on it. But this is my picture with Jamie Lee Curtis. Amazing. I loved it, and this is forever going to be one of my favorite items in my collection. Just awesome. And right with her is the slab. I believe it's called the slab. I could be wrong. For John Carpenter's Halloween. So she posed with that, and it was just a pleasure meeting her. So had a lot of fun, and she's amazing. And then I'm going to show you some artworks. Now, I don't have all my items here that I got at the show. I have a Creature from the Black Lagoon figure over there. And I also got some t-shirts and some other artworks from other, you know, artists. But the artwork that I'm going to show you is fantastic artwork. Joel Robertson, hopefully I'm saying your name right. He is a horror movie artist, or a horror artist. And he does some really amazing artwork. And you've probably seen him at other horror movie conventions. He goes to a lot of them. And I'm glad he does, because his artwork is amazing, and you'll probably know his artwork when I show you the ones I'm about to show you, because he has a certain style to his artwork, and they're more like paintings than drawings. But the first one I'm going to show you is the Laurie Strode artwork, and he did the Horrorhound magazine, just similar to that, the cover. And this is an amazing piece. I love this one. I had to pick it up. You know, of course, you guys know that image from John Carpenter's Halloween. Just really well done. I love the colors. I love how they're bright. I think it's just awesome. And I love that he added the pumpkin in the background. So that's a really cool piece, and I love it. And then I picked this one up. I thought this one was really, really cool. You know, I'm a fan of the movie. I love the movie. And he had so many other really cool artworks there that I wanted to pick up. But, you know, as of right now, I got the Jamie Lee Curtis one, and then I got the Carrie one. And I love this one, again, because of the bright colors. And again, his style it's fantastic. They look like paintings, and he does a really good job with the colors, and, you know, just the drawings themselves. I love them. So there's my Carrie one. And then I also ran into another artist, horror movie artist, and I want to give them both praise because they are awesome. Nathan Millner, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Really, really cool guy. I've talked to him at a few other shows. He's a fan of horror movies. Awesome talking with you again, and I picked up an Evil Dead piece, which is on my wall. And he's also known for doing a lot of these Scream Factory artworks, like Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Terror Train, The Fun House. He's doing the Deadly Blessing one, and he's doing another one, which I'm really excited about. I found this out when I ran into him at the show, or when I talked to him at his table. He's doing the Burning one, which they announced at the convention that they are bringing out 6 other Scream Factory releases, and The Burning's one of them, and I believe he mentioned he's doing that one, so I'm really excited about that, and I look forward to seeing his artwork. I think that's going to be awesome. But they are bringing out 6 other titles: The Fog, The Howling, The Burning, Life Force, Day of the Dead, and Night of the Comet. Cannot wait for some of those releases. I think that is fantastic, and I love Scream Factory. I think they're just doing an amazing job with these releases coming out and the ones that are out already. So that is awesome. And then, you know, I want to talk about Joel Robertson real quick. He's a really nice guy. If you see him at a show, pick up one of his, you know, paintings or his drawings or his artwork. Pick up one of them, one of his pieces. Because they're amazing and they're a great price. Really, really cool. He also has t-shirts and he has other, you know, drawings. I have another one, a Lost Boys one, which is put up. You know, really nice guy. He loves his horror movies, and like Nathan, he's just awesome to talk to. You know, he'll talk to you about horror movies or his work, and I think it's just amazing. So, both really nice guys and really awesome artists. And again, Jamie Lee Curtis was amazing, and I loved meeting her. So, but I'm going to show you my signed poster from a lot of the Halloween cast members, the John Carpenter's Halloween cast members that I needed, and the Halloween 2 cast members, and of course Jamie Lee Curtis. And it was nice to be able to carry around one piece because I usually carry around many posters for different celebrities that are at shows. But since, you know, this was a Halloween convention, it was basically a Halloween convention, it was cool to just carry around my Halloween 30 Years of Terror poster. So I'm going to show that, and so yes, let's go over there and I'll show you the poster. Alright. Here is the poster, and it is signed, a lot of signatures, and it just looks amazing. So I'm going to get started, and I will show you some signatures. The first one, and by far the best one on this poster now, is of course Jamie Lee Curtis's a signature by her picture from Halloween H2O. She wrote Michael in a bubble. She did that on her own. I think that's just really clever. I love that. And then she wrote one of my favorite lines from John Carpenter's Halloween. Really quick one, "Oh fancy." And of course Jamie Lee Curtis there. So that was awesome. And then I met Dick Warlock, who played Michael Myers in Halloween 2. Really nice guy. I got a t-shirt from him. He's one of my favorite Michael Myers, and of course I had to meet him. Let's see. Trying to find some other ones. There's a lot on here, and I gotta remember who else is, where everybody else is. This is Nurse Karen from Halloween 2. She wrote, "To Justin, can't you ask Eddie Lee?" One of my favorite lines from her. Pamela, she was amazing, and loved meeting her. Everybody here was so nice, and they loved their fans. They loved their fans, and they loved talking with them. So that's Nurse Karen. Here is Nick Castle, and I believe this was his first convention. I'm not sure, but I know he doesn't do a lot of them. And of course, he played Michael Myers in the original John Carpenter's Halloween. So that was awesome meeting him. And he wrote, "To Justin, Nick Castle, watch out for the boogeyman." Let's see, start here. There's a lot of signatures here. This is from Brian Andrews, who played Tommy, I always get the names mixed up. 2 Tommies. Tommy Doyle. Doyle, yes, Tommy Doyle. Okay, two Tommies, Tommy Wallace, Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle, he wrote to Justin, I saw the boogeyman, I saw him outside, Brian Andrews. This is Jimmy, Lance Guest from Halloween 2, and he was also in The Last Starfighter. He wrote to Justin, and one of my favorite lines, how about a Coke? Lance Guest, Jimmy, a really nice guy, great talking with him. This is Bud from Halloween 2. He wrote, and I think the line is correct, I'm not sure, but it's close to it. To Justin, what's everybody so worked up about? All this Michael Myers crap. That was a great line, one of my favorites. Down there, Mrs. Elves, hopefully I'm saying her name right. She wrote, to Justin, visiting hours are definitely over. Loved meeting her. Everybody was so pleasant at this show. Right here, this is little Michael Myers, the first appearance of Michael Myers in John Carpenter's Halloween. He wrote to Justin, William Sandy, I can't say his last name right, but he played Michael Myers in, or little Michael Myers in John Carpenter's Halloween. Down here you have Sheriff Brackett, Charles Cyphers, and he wrote, Justin, have one good scare. Charles Cyphers, Sheriff Brackett, and really nice guy. I did not meet him the last time he was at a show, so I had to meet him. But I think that is about it for the signed items on the poster. Just really, really cool to have this signed by a lot of the cast members, especially Jamie. And it's signed with Carpenter and Nick Castle on there. And, you know, it's great to see them at shows, and it's great to have their signatures on there. And the rest of them, I'm very happy with. And anytime I meet a Halloween cast member from any of the movies, I will be bringing the poster along with me. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Horrorhound Weekend, November, amazing. I can't wait for March in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's going to be awesome. They're having a House of 1,000 Corpses reunion, and John Carpenter's going to that show. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope you're having a great weekend. And I want to talk to you guys later. So, hope you guys are having a good day or night. As always, you guys are awesome. You guys rock. In with the positive, out with the negative, and go eat some Skittles.